What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a game that we haven't played for a very, very long time and seeing how it's updated. It's a free game that you can get right now on itch.io. I've got a link for you down below just in case you're feeling particularly smithy. This game is called My Little Blacksmith Shop, a game where you run a blacksmith shop. You will hammer things, you will craft things, and you will give them to customers who are hopefully looking to protect themselves while they go dive deep into dungeons. So let's go ahead and we'll start a game. I'm going to name it, what is my save game going to be called? Boopy is what my save game is going to be called, because obviously I always come up with the most original save game names. Fun fact about me, I'm a grown-ass man, and I still name my save game Fart. In every single game that I play, my save game is called Fart. It's been that way since I was like 13, and I've just never changed. Self-improvement stops with potty training. That's the Splattercat motto. So welcome to My Little Blacksmith Shop. This is our shop right here. We've got our bed where we can sleep. We've got a whole bunch of supplementary resources over here where like we can look and like learn how to do stuff. I already know how to do most of that though. We've also got a big old cheese and like a pumpkin over here and like some magic potions. You guys want to magic potion it up? The magic potion didn't work. I tried to like throw it into my gob, but unfortunately it didn't go that way. Our shop starts out with meager resources right now. We've got ourselves what looks like 8 ingots. That's not very many. We've got 50 copper coins to play around with. We've got a couple of grips over here that we can make use of, so I'll probably just take these little lightsabers and put them over here for a second. And really, there's not a whole lot else to be said. We've essentially just got to do some work and get paid. So in this first episode, this is going to be kind of the runway to us getting our shop ready so that we can go out and adventure and do other fun stuff. Because blacksmithing is not the only thing to do in this game. There's also like caves and little areas where you can go to find rare ores. The map is much larger than the last time I played the game. The last time I played this game, it was pretty much just your house and like a small residential area. Like, there was this house and there was that house, I think. Now, there's, like, another house way up there. There's a castle over on that side. Lots of stuff to look into, and I'm pretty excited about exploring it. So this guy wants a copper one-handed sword and a heater shield. I don't have the stuff for a heater shield, so he's just going to have to go on his way. I can make a heater shield, but I've had some weird interactions with the heater shield. So, like, to make a heater shield, we would take this log right here, and then we put it on there, and then we pick what we want. And so, like, you can put in, like, heater shield right there and then pull the little lever. But my experience has been so far... Oh, it already did it. So my experience has been so far that I think there's some piece that I'm missing to the heater shield. And I haven't had time to Google it yet and figure out, like, what I'm missing. A copper two-handed axe. I could do that, though. That's easy. Let's do it. So I need 3 ingots for a two-handed axe. This guy is looking to practice the dwarfy arts. And, you know, me being the fine supporter of science that I am, and also advancement of dwarvish technology, I'm going to make that happen for him. So let's go ahead and get the bellows all nice and hot. Once these ingots are heated, there they are. We can put them on the anvil. And once they've been anviled up, there we go. Once they've been anviled up, we can go in, and he wanted a two-handed axe, so let's just hammer away. We've selected the axe head from here, so it should come out the way that we want it to. And there we go, a double-sided axe head. We need to cool this, so we're going to dip it in oil real fast. And then we're going to bring it back over this way. And I don't want it anywhere near... that little haft right there, because I'm worried what'll happen. But we can do that. So there's the copper two-handed axe. We take that over to there, and he takes it with him. And we made ourselves 47 copper off of that exchange. Not bad. We got 5 ingots left. My suggestion would be that maybe we should order some grips. So I'm going to get, like, 3 one-hand grips and like 2 two-hand grips. And so there's our delivery. We'll break that open, and as you can see, we've got our grips. I can move these all indoors if I want to. You can put them wherever you want. Like if you want to like shelve them up or whatever so that they're like in an organized space, by all means, go ahead and do that. I don't really, because, you know, customers come at you fast, but there you go. Can you make me a copper one-handed sword? Should be pretty easy. I think we could do that. But in order to do that, we're gonna need the cross guard. So let's go to guards right there, and we will order a normal guard. Cool. So there's our normal guard laying on the ground right there, looking like a little piece of Lego. For a short sword, we're gonna need 2 copper ingots, and so let's get started with that. Get those all nice and heated. So a copper one-handed sword. You guys heated up yet? Let's put those on the anvil, or, you know, on the floor. They can go on the floor, too. I mean, I can't blacksmith very well on the floor. We're going to make this into a blade. So let's go ahead and put hammer to metal real fast to see if we can get the good stuff out. And there's a couple different blade designs. It really just depends what you want to make. Let's go with that one right there. We'll go with a split blade that has like the bloodlet in the middle of it or whatever it is. We'll bring this over here. That's on the table. I have the short grip already, so I need to get the normal guard. That's been grabbed. I just want to point out that the music is really, really epic right now for a guy just like doing his job. And so there's our copper one-hand sword. Couple of bits and pieces, but it should get us paid. We made 48 copper right there. Nice, hell yeah. So making a little bit of money. We ain't rich. We're trying. We ain't there yet, though. I'm going to go back. We got a couple of grips left over. I'll probably just order ingots. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to bring this delivery over here and try to get this set up. So I'll break the crate real fast. And I'm just going to throw those pretty much like on the shelf right there. I don't care if they're like super organized, but I just want them to be like available and laying there. Give me a copper pickaxe. So that's going to be 3 ingots. It's from the axe design. And what you want to do is if you wanted to change the body style of whatever it is that you're crafting, you just keep hitting it with the hammer. The more you keep hitting it with the hammer, the more designs you'll become privy to. So let's get these all nice and warmed up. We've got two-handed grips. We've got all the stuff that we needed. There's our heated ingot right there. Let's go ahead and throw those on the anvil, the anvil as it's known. And then let's get to work. It's going to take us 7 or 8 hits for this. We can level up and we can get our stats increased by doing that, which just actually happened. There's the pickaxe head right there, by the way. BT dubs. We'll have to make one of these for ourselves a little bit later too, so that we can go mine resources and kind of save money. There's the grip right there, so not bad. Enjoy. All you, man. All you. We got paid 57 copper for that one. I feel like we're only making like 10 or 15 copper off of each one of these, but we'll be able to fix that soon. Don't worry. Don't worry. Soon we'll be able to make that better. I'm going to take some of these grips and kind of like organize them. There we go. We'll throw some of these little Jedi lightsaber bits over here. Perfect. Got it. And last one right there. We'll take this over to this side. And no more customers, huh? Hey, there's a customer. What do you want? You want a copper dagger? That's crazy easy. We can do that like right now. That only takes 1 ingot. That takes a minuscule. Actually, I prefer the copper dagger. You don't get paid much for it, but it's a fast craft and it takes almost no resource. So if somebody's just looking for like a basic cutty tool so that they can get out there and, you know, shiv a bitch when they need to, I'm okay with that. I don't know if I'm on swords right now. There we go. I need to be on blades. You can divert your swing before it lands. There's our little copper blade. Throw that in the water, and sometimes we lose things in the water over here. There it is. Found it. All right, let's drag this back on over, and all we really have to do is like lay it down on a hilt, and we should be good. Hey. Hey, that's not sporting. Hey. Do it. So there you go. A big old knife. That's not a knife. And so we've got ourselves 21 copper for that, which means we made like 6 copper off of it. I like the easy crafts, though. I'm sort of lazy like that. We got 4 ingots left. Let me order like 8 more. That's all right. Bring this over here for a minute. Eventually, what I always end up doing is I just leave all my ingots laying right there on the ground and I stop putting them on shelves. It's inevitable, all right? It's inevitable. Like, I could be organized and make sure that all this stuff is always up on shelves, or I could just leave it on the floor. So you need a copper pickaxe with a rare grip. I can't get rare grips right now, I don't think. So I can look. So we've got uncommon grips. Yeah, I've got uncommon grips, but I don't have the rare grips yet. Let's level up real fast. So we get 5 points whenever we level up. Charisma makes it so you get paid more for all of your crafts. I think that putting like 20 points in charisma as early as possible is usually the best. Agility allows you to move faster around the world map, and strength allows you to hammer metal faster. So I'm going to increase... There's a dot on my screen right now that's obviously from me like sneezing. And if you're wondering what I was doing right there is for some reason for a second I thought the dot was my reticle. I'm going to fess up to it right now and just be honest about who I am. I am a slovenly, disgusting human being. And sometimes that needs to be borne witness to. Every now and again, just to keep my ego in check, I've got to fess up to it, okay? Let's go ahead and work the bellows real fast. While we wait for that to heat, I am going to need a guard. So I'll just place that quick order. These are heated. So I'll throw these 2 on here. We should be on blades. Let's hammer it on out and get ourselves a little bit more XP. Come on. Come on, feel the noise. Blacksmiths, work your toys. Alright, so we'll go with a thick blade. We'll make this like a fat boy blade. There we go, big old fat boy blade. Put that on that side, and then I need that. This is going to go over there. Hey. Hey. Do the thing. There we go. Here's your sword, amigo. Enjoy. Have fun with it. Run off into the hills and slay many enemies. So far, it appears as though we've made about 200 copper. We've been putting a lot of that back into our own investments, though. So, what I would recommend is that we close off the shop, and what we can do is we can actually make tools for ourselves. Like, we don't necessarily have to sell everything that we craft. We can do this right here. We can make ourselves our own pickaxe, and we can make ourselves our own axe, and then we can go gather our own resources so that we're no longer having to pay for them. Like, we'll still have to get, like, the grips, and we'll still have to get the guards, I believe. But we'll be able to get free metal, which actually saves a decent amount off of each craft. I mean, if you think about it like this, if you get paid 60 copper for a craft, and that craft had 40 coppers worth of copper inside of it, then, you know, if you harvest your own stuff, you'll save a bunch of money. So let's do that. Well, that didn't work. There we go. So there's a pickaxe right there, and what we can do is we can actually pick it up. And so we've got the pickaxe now, which means if we want to go mining, we can. The other thing that we need to have is an axe. So I think I have everything I need for the axe. Let's just heat this up. And once we have an axe and a pickaxe, we're actually going to be able to interact with our world in a satisfying way to make a lot more money. And we can chop down some trees so that we have readily available stuff for making shields. We can go to the mines and we can pick up a whole bunch of ore. The only thing that's a bummer about this game so far is that your character doesn't have an inventory. You've got to carry like everything back to base manually, and that can definitely be a lot sometimes. You can carry around crates with you to make it a little bit easier, but it'd be cool if you just had like a backpack or something. Can I make a cooler axe head? Like, what if I want my axe to be extra sexy? I think that's the best that I can do for right now, so I was going to put a whole bunch of, like, flair on it and make it, like, super awesome, but, oh well. There's an axe. So now we have a copper axe and a copper pickaxe. Now, you might be asking, what can you do with these objects? Well, for starters, you can chop down trees with it. I don't know if these trees are choppable. Some trees are choppable, some trees are not. There's one of our choppable ones. And so the tree is already down, and it's headed right for us. Let's go ahead and, like, rotate out of the way of that just to avoid becoming a pancake in our first episode. I'm not, like, stoked about that. And then you can actually chop on it a little bit. Come on. And then we've got logs. These are both common wood, which is not that great. But if we end up having to make shields or anything else, now we have an extra wood supply for when that happens. I don't think you can actually buy wood. And so there you go. We've got ourselves some wood. The other thing that we can do is we can run around the forest a little bit, and we can see if we can find like a mining node around here somewhere. I can't guarantee that there's going to be one around. I don't know if I've ever seen a mining node out in the middle of the forest, but there might be. I mean, I haven't really like canvassed the whole thing yet just to make sure, but it's possible that there might be one out here. Let's go to the mine. Actually, I didn't bring a crate with me though. Should bring a crate with me if we're going to go to the mine. Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to go back and get a crate real fast, and then we'll head back to the mine. So into the mine we go. I've got my crate right here. We can open and close the lid to make sure stuff doesn't leak out. It might get a little dark in here. I apologize for that up front. Sometimes it's a little dark and hard to see inside of here, so just like bear with me for a minute. What is that, a basket of fruit? Why is there a basket of fruit over here? Is a basket of fruit good? Is that useful? I don't know. So yeah, as you can see, when you come into the cave, it's like lights out time. And what we're looking for is there's little nodes around here. So I'm going to open that on up. You can see one of them right there. That's a zinc vein, apparently. Let's go ahead and mash it out. It's possible that I might not be able to use the copper pickaxe to do zinc. I don't know. Zinc might be too strong for us. There's a rock right there, though, if you want a free rock. There's also this weird little spooky room. What is this? A coal vein. We could definitely use that. Let's go ahead and see if we can whittle some anthracite out of the stone here. A little bit of that. I didn't know we leveled up and got XP by going after some of this stuff either. A cooled carbon ore. That's interesting. It's a cooled carbon ore do. Now, coal is important for the smelter. If you're wondering what the coal is for, we've got a smelter on the side of our building that we can use in order to make our own ingots if we can find metal around. I don't know if we're going to find any metal today. These veins kind of spawn randomly. Sometimes they're zinc, sometimes they're copper, sometimes, you know, they're other materials. But in this case, so we've got carbon ore, some coal, which is great. A little bit of coal right there. Some carbon. That's just normal stone. I don't know as of right now. I haven't played the game enough to know. But I don't know if stone is directly useful right now, or if it's just like one of those holdout things. I don't see any other veins around up and along the walls. I was hoping maybe there'd be a copper vein in here somewhere. But I think we're destined for disappointment if we're going to hang our hat on that idea. So let's go back to our house. And now that we're back home, I'm probably going to catch a nap till morning, because it's kind of dark at night. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed that about nighttime, but it's kind of dark. I know. Out of this world observations from Splattercat's commentary. Nighttime is dark. We wake feeling refreshed. You do have to rest in this game if you don't sleep enough. Oh, I have guards up there? I didn't realize they gave me free guards. Well, shiza. Okay. How many ingots do I have left? Like 5? It's not very many. So inside this crate over here, we got a whole bunch of coal. What I would do with this is I would bring it over here by our smelter. And then we can crack open the lid and just kind of drop that guy in there. And now we've got coal for the smelter. You can see that little meter on the side? That's how much coal that it has inside of it right now if you're going to be trying to melt things down and find new ingots for free. I say we should probably find another mining spot. That sounds pretty good to me. Let's go look around and see if we find anything. I'd like to get some free metal before I do much else. I'm tired of spending large amounts of my income just buying supplies and throwing that straight at a middleman, which is not the way that Splatty likes to do business. Splatty does business in a take-all-comers kind of way, you know, and this is not getting our margins large enough. Can I mine this deer over here? I'm going to go mine a deer. I can't mine a deer. Neither can I hammer nor axe a deer. Tried my best. I tried my best. I probably should have done this with a crate, but I didn't want to carry around a crate for the next like 25 minutes while I was looking for ore. Here's one along the side of the map. We might get something good out of this. Let's have a look at it. What is this right here? This is a mithril vein. Well, obviously, we probably can't mine that. I don't know a whole lot of stuff, but I know that mithril, the legendary metal of Tolkien, is super strong and super hard and probably way the superior to copper. But there's mithril ore over there, just in case that's what you were looking for. If you're trying to craft your own super awesome, epic, legendary weapon, apparently. What's that, coal? What's this right here? What you got for me? Oh, a copper vein. Nice, yeah. Let's whittle away at this. Keep going. I give you my permission. Yes, destroy that. But yeah, I hope they add a backpack into the game pretty soon so you can just kind of throw things in your backpack. I'm sort of wondering what stone's going to do later on in the game. I've got a feeling that stone, maybe you'll be able to refine it further into something, but it'd be really, really nice if you could pick up, like, just copper ore and put it in your backpack and leave. Instead of having to do the old, like, let's go grab a crate, bring it all back in a crate type deal. It's just a lot. All right, so I've got my crate. We're headed on back to our copper. I'd like to get like 11 or 12 coppers so that we have like enough to where we can take 5 or 6 customers before we have to go back out and mine again. I think these respawn themselves, so it's no biggie. We'll go ahead and drop some of the copper in there. I still don't know if I should be bringing back the stone. I'm wondering if later on we get access to some kind of refining process that lets you get like trace metals out of stone. Make sure you close the lid on your crate, by the way. It locks, so in the actual way that the game works, the mechanics of the game, it locks the copper in place so that it doesn't bounce around. When the lid is opened, the physics for the rocks are turned on, and if you're running around, they'll start like launching themselves all over the place like they were hit by a baseball bat. And so you got to close the lid off because that locks the physics in place so that, you know, you can't lose anything. I'll probably keep mining, actually. Let's go see if we can find another vein out here. I prefer to find, like, yet another... I don't know if I can get over that right there. I can. Nice. I'm going to leave my crate, like, right next to this house until I find something worth mining. This is a new shop, by the way, right here. You can buy and upgrade your shop and move into new digs if you really want to after you get further on into the game. I have my doubts that there's going to be anything mineable over here just because it's a living area. And that would make life a little too easy if there was just like a mining node camped out behind one of the residences. That would make things really simple. We've got what looks like a giant Gondorian bridge over here. Okay. What about down this way? You got anything for me? Pollen the annoying and Dense the wise. Don't wish for easier, wish you were better. This job is boring. I would imagine so, just sitting there all day doing nothing. I'm going to leave my crate right here. Let's go look and see what's across this bridge. I'm interested in exploration right now. I want to find out, like, what things are available to the Splattercat out here. Like, this was not here the last time that I played the game, and so I'm finding myself very intrigued by the prospects of, like, what might be over here. Well, there's some kind of guard up there at the top of the hill. Okay. Are there mining nodes back here? I mean, this is the mountains, so I assume there would be, right? Then again, you know what happens when you assume. Wonder if I can smack, like, any of the rocks. Can I smack that rock? No. I cannot smack that rock. Am disappointed. There's some trees and stuff up here. But so far, no mining nodes. My guess is that there's going to be adventuring zones, too. That would be my estimate, a la Racketeer and, like, Moonlighter and all that kind of stuff, where, like, we'll be able to equip the weapons we're actually crafting and, like, fight with enemies and whatnot. I have my doubts that, like, the real combat system is even, like, in its infancy right now. But, oh, there's actually, like, a castle and, like, a village up here. And there's people. What do the Peepo want? Peepo. What do you want, Peepo? Got anything to say? No. That's a bummer. I was hoping you would be a conversationalist. Christopher the Strong, you may not enter. There does seem to be a very, very nice village hidden back inside of there. There's also teleporters and stuff around, too, that, like, don't seem to be uplinked to anything just yet. But, like, later on, my guess is that there's going to be a bunch of different zones, and they've got, like, I think the guy that's making this game has, like, 800 or 700 patrons or something like that on Patreon, and he's just kind of, like, patiently working on the game, like, keeping it quiet, doing his thing. Well, at least now we know we've validated that there are no mining nodes over here, so that's good. Because that's all that I was really looking for anyways. I wonder if there's fall damage. Let's find out. There is not fall damage. So we validated that. We've done the science. Who is this, like, orcish shoulder pad looking dude over here? Who is this? The Iron Will King. So you're the Kang. Alright, that makes sense. I like how your weapon effervesces. That's pretty sweet. It looks like maybe it would also cure a light cold, or at least get rid of congestion. Alright, well, we've searched across the bridge, and we've come up wanting, unfortunately. So, as much as I was hoping there would be something equitable back there, at least we got to have ourselves a little adventure and meet a couple of new characters in our stay inside the world of My Little Blacksmith Shop. My name is Splattercat. We're out of time for the day. I appreciate you all stopping on in to brighten my afternoon. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, make sure that you check the game out at the link down below. You have absolutely nothing to lose with this one because it's being released for free right now on itch.io. You can go get the game like right this second if you want to, at no cost to yourself. So, like, there's no risk, there is only reward. My name is Splattercat. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. It helps me out as a content creator and makes sure that I don't go anywhere. And then other than that, this is my little blacksmith shop. I'll see you later in the world of indie games.